if I were to show you how that would be possible? Would that interest you? Well, let's see. So today, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to become a millionaire. You may think it's hard, and I know a lot of people think it's hard. A lot of people think that in order for you to be a millionaire, you have to have a lot of money, or maybe you have to have a granddad who invested in railroads back in 1920. But the reality is, it's actually easier than what you thought. Okay? Before I start, I am giving away $50. I'm not going to tell you anything yet. You got to stick around to the end to know. But follow me on Instagram. If you don't follow me, I'm sure you do. Follow me on Facebook, social medias, on YouTube as well. I do post content if you like this. Leave a comment below if you like anything or if you have any questions. All right? So, Grant Cardone, I don't know if you guys know Grant Cardone, but Grant Cardone says that you don't, in order for you to get wealthy, you don't need to have a job. In other words, you don't get wealthy by working a job. A lot of people make a lot of good money working a job, but they don't get wealthy working a job. The way that they get wealthy is by putting their money into investments or into vehicles. And he says there's three ways for you to become financially free. All right. The first one is make a commitment. All right. Make a commitment. Make a commitment to go to your 9 to 5. Make a commitment to continue doing what you're doing in order to get income. Make a commitment. Make a commitment that you're going to be financially free doing something. Okay? Number two, he says make a plan or have a plan. What does he mean by that? Have a plan. Well, develop a strategy around how you are going to become financially free, financially independent, or become a millionaire. Develop a plan. Okay? And number three is you must have a vehicle. You must have a vehicle. What is a vehicle? A vehicle is not a job. Okay? It's something that you put your money into from that job that grows independent of your time and your energy. Again, a vehicle is not a job. A vehicle is something you put your money into from that job that grows independent of your time and energy. All right? There's many vehicles. I prefer real estate for obvious reasons. Reasons that I state on my videos if you check them out. But there's others. Real estate to me is the most predictable, the most safe, the most consistent, and many other reasons. There's many other reasons. But real estate is what I choose. Okay? Point is, in order for you to become wealthy, it's not about you working your ass off at a 9 to 5. It's not about you going to work every single day and waiting for that promotion. Most people that do that never become wealthy. Ever. Very few people become wealthy that way. So, how do you become wealthy? How do you become a millionaire? That is the question of the day. Well, the way that you become a millionaire, as I mentioned before, is easier than what you thought. Okay? So, let's start with number one. Okay? Number one, how do you become a millionaire using real estate? Although it's counterintuitive to what maybe you may think, right? Because everyone thinks that you need to be an entrepreneur, right? Oh, if you're an entrepreneur, then you will become wealthy. But and the reality is, the entrepreneurs don't become wealthy by working. They become wealthy by the investments they make. Okay? That's how entrepreneurs become wealthy. So, for example, me as a realtor, you can say I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an independent contractor as a realtor, right? You may be working your 9 to 5. You may be an employee. It's still the same thing. It's still a job. You have to go and be active and put in energy in order to reap rewards or reap some benefit. Even being a realtor, even being an employee or having your own job is still a job. So in order for you to become a millionaire, number one, you need to change your mindset. The mindset you need to have cannot be that I'm going to work and get wealthy. That's not going to work. However, my number one, or the number one step, is to get a stable job. Oh my God. Did I just blow your mind? I may have blown your mind on that one, because I'm over here talking about financial independence, but yet I'm talking about getting a job. What? How does that make any sense? Let me explain. If you have a stable job, you become a lot more credit worthy and a lot more safe investment to the banks. Okay? I'll explain that later. But getting a job is step number one. Get a stable job. Be it you being an independent contractor, right? Having your own job, or being a sole proprietor, or working at McDonald's. If it's a stable job that you know you're going to get paid consistently, get it. Now, I recommend you probably get a higher paying job than working at McDonald's, but it's a starting point. Okay? There's a reason for that, and I'm going to show you why in the future. Get a job, get a stable job. That's number one. Okay? 40%, and the rule is this. Once you have a stable job, okay, because that's the beginning. Once you have a stable job, the plan is to save 40% of your income. Save 40% of your income. All right? 40% of your income, and allocate that 40% to investing. Just that one rule will make you incredibly wealthy. Because if you allocate 40% of your income to investing, it's only a matter of time before you hit a good investment. You're allocating 40% of your income. So in due time, you'll find an investment that will reap you some type of benefit in a large way, even if you make mistakes. Okay? So step number one, get a stable job. All right? Get a stable job. And by the way, just for you, so you guys can know, I'm going to show you right now how to become a millionaire. I'm going to show you how to become a millionaire, and this is the plan that I'm almost 99, well, I'll say 95% sure that if you follow this plan, you will become a millionaire in the next 5 to 10 years. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Okay? Step number one, as I just said, get a stable job. Get a stable job. Step number one, get a stable job. Then, also, while you're doing that, save 40% of your income. Okay? To my realtors, I know it's hard. I'm a realtor. I'm an independent contractor. It's very hard to save income. Okay? We're independent contractors. Our taxes do not get taken out. We have to take and allocate our taxes at the end of the year, and it's very hard. Okay? Save 40% of your income. Save that 40%. All right? Step number two, get with a credit company and increase your credit score. I don't know if Vernell is in here right now, my credit guy. He may or may not be in here. I'm not sure. He may hop on later and tell you guys how to do that, how to get your credit up. But get your credit up. If your credit isn't up right now, you need to get your credit up. All right? Because if you don't have credit, no one is going to lend to you. And guess what? All right, Vernell's in here. Okay? So you can hop on in a few, bro. This is whenever you're ready. But if you don't have credit, you're not getting a loan. No one's going to loan to you. Okay? If you don't have credit, by the way, real estate is one of the most highly leveraged assets, meaning that if you own, in order for you to buy real estate, you don't have to put 100% of your own money into it. Right? Most of the time, you can come out of pocket depending on what program you use, there's programs you can start with 3.5% all the way up to conventional lending that is 20. Okay, but you're only putting 20% of the value of the property, or of the price, should I say, of the property, and the rest is being mortgaged or financed. So with that other 80%, you can have someone else come in and pay the mortgage for you. You don't have to pay the mortgage. Someone else can pay your own mortgage, and you reap the benefits of appreciation, tax benefits, right? cash flow. So real estate is one of the few assets that you don't have to have your own money to buy all of the asset. Okay, every other asset you have to use at least a good majority of your money. Real estate is unlike that. That's because it appreciates. So step number two, get your credit up. All right, I have my guy here, Renell. Awesome guy, knows all about credit. He'll set you up to where you are good. Okay, you don't have to worry about anything. He'll get your credit up, and once you have that credit up, now you have options because you have a stable job. All right, you have some savings because you've been saving 40% of your income, right? And your credit is up. 650, 700 credit score. I mean, you'll get a great loan on that. And right now, what are the rates like? Right now, the rates for homeowners is different from investments, but they're still low. Homeowner, it's around a 2.8, and investments you can easily get. I just talked to one of my lenders today, and if you have good credit, you can get a 4.5% interest loan. You know how crazy that is? 5 years ago, loans were 6%, 7%. I remember when I bought my first investment property and I had to come out, they would charge me 9% interest, bro. 9% on an investment property. Right? Long term, 9%. Okay, now you can get a loan on an investment property for 4.5%. That is crazy. That's crazy. All right, I'm about to let me get you in. I see your request for now. Let me get you in.
Yo,
Yo,
what's up, Dad?
what's going on, my man?
What's up, bro?
I can't see I can't see the video. All right, there we go. I see you now. Yeah, I see you. Can you see me?
You can see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Perfect, bro. Yeah, you want
Yeah.
to spit some game for real, man?
Hey, man, look, bro, I'm going all out, bro. I'm going balls out on this one, man. I'm telling people the nitty gritty shit that they don't hear from other people, man. This is real stuff, man. And if they listen to this, I guarantee they're gonna be millionaires, man, in 5 to 10 years. No questions asked. So, you hear me? Breaking up a little bit, bro. You're frozen. Facebook, what's up? I don't know if there's anybody on Facebook right now. All right, my boy's frozen a little bit, but uh, we'll wait for him to come back on. But he's my credit guy. Hey man, this guy, he'll hook you up with the credit. He'll get your credit nice. Um, and hold on, can't. Hold up. Nothing is slow. You're frozen. All right. I don't know if you guys can see me or hear me. Can you guys see me and hear me? All right, I'm gonna X you out right now, and then just come join again. All right, yeah. So he's gonna join again. All right. Yeah, IG. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? I'm good. I know Facebook can see me. Y'all good? Facebook is good. All right. Where was I? So anyway, that's my credit guy. He'll come back and he'll spit some game on credit, and he'll fix y'all up. So if you don't have good credit, no worries. That's the great thing about credit and credit repair companies is they'll set you up. They'll get you right to to where you can have your credit score really good and get a loan for 4.5% interest, no problem. All right. That leads me to my next step. Number 2 step. By the way, anybody who's coming in right now, I'm going to show you how to become a millionaire. Straight up. I'm not even playing. And how did I get this method? Because one of my mentors, who is a real estate investor, uses this method, and this is how he became a millionaire, using this method. So he basically taught me the method and showed me how to do it. And he was like, dude, it's this simple in order to become a millionaire. A lot of people think that you have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to make deals in real estate. The reality is that you do not have to. Listen to me. You do not have to be, work at Google in order to become a millionaire. You don't have to hit the lottery in order to become a millionaire. You simply have to look for strategies and vehicles that you can put your money into that will appreciate over time. That's it. That's simple. Now, as I mentioned before, real estate is my vehicle. I don't have anything against stocks or bonds or gold or Bitcoin, but real estate, if you look at the data, has shown to be the most consistent asset class, really, you can say of all time, honestly. I mean, you can look at any asset class. In fact, look at any asset class right now. After this video, look at any asset class. I challenge you to look at any asset class after we get off of this and see if I'm right or wrong. Now, on aggregate, I'm talking about aggregate because if you look at cities, if you look at different areas, what's good, my boy? What's good, Richard? Now, if you look at real estate is local, so you can look at Houston area, we've been going up. So if you look at the appreciation rates, you'll see that. But I'll talk about that later. Point is this. I'm about to show you right now, real talk, how to become a millionaire. Super, and it's not going to be at all what you thought. Maybe you're going to think that, oh, you have to do this in order to become a millionaire. Super simple. All right. So number 1, I'm gonna repeat it. Number 1, get a stable job. Y'all are probably looking at me crazy right now. What do you mean get a stable job? Thought you had to be an entrepreneur. Hey, I want to be an entrepreneur. What's good, CV? My boy. Y'all probably thinking like, oh man, what you mean get a job, man? I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to own my own business. I want to have a whole area of vending machines. I want to own a strip club and have a lot of strippers or whatever y'all want. Whatever y'all thinking in your mind, throw that out the window. You need to get a stable job, something that pays you consistent income every month, okay? Why is that? Because when you have a stable job, you can save money and you know where the income is coming from. How much money do you need to save? You need to save 40%. 40%. Not 50, not 30, 40% of your income. Save 40, it's going to be hard, by the way. It's going to be very difficult to do and challenging to do. But you need to save and become self-disciplined enough to save 40% of your income. Meaning every month, you allocate 40% to your savings. You don't touch that. And that's just for investing. 40%. All right? You do that, just that one step, I promise you, you'll have more money than you ever thought by the end of the year. Just that one. All right? Step number 2, get your credit up. Get your credit up. You're not doing nothing with bad credit. Y'all, a lot of people are out here. They think that, oh, I got a 580, I got a 540, I want to buy a house. Nobody's going to give you a loan at 540. All right, get over that. Nobody's going to give you a loan. And you can ask my credit guy who was just on here. No one is going to give you a loan with the 540 credit score. Nobody. All right, so you have to get your credit up. And even if they do give you, okay, I'll take that back. A hard money guy will give you a loan. If y'all know what hard money is a lender that will lend you money based on the asset, not on your personal income or credit score. They'll lend you money on an asset. Yeah, you're right. But guess how much they're going to charge you for interest? You're going to be paying 12, 13, 14% interest on that loan. Okay, not including the additional points that they add for originating the loan. So you're going to be paying maybe 16, 17% interest on a loan to buy a house. Okay? That's not how you get rich. That's not how you get wealthy. All right. So, number two, get your credit up. All right. Talk to my credit guy. He was just on here. I'll refer him. I'll give you his information so you guys know. All right. Step number three. All right. Step number three. What is step number three? Find an investor-friendly realtor to locate the deals for you. Okay. Find someone. It may not have to. It may not be a realtor. Maybe you know someone who has a lot of deals, or a wholesaler. I suggest a realtor because a realtor actually has some type of professionalism, and he has to be held to a standard, right? He has a license, so he's not gonna fuck you over, right? A wholesaler may try to get the most out of you, or kind of get the best of you because you may be ignorant. A realtor is gonna want repeat business. They have a license. They have a reputation to uphold. So they're going to want to do best and by you in order to continue the business. So find you a realtor that knows the investment game, knows how to find deals, all right, that can shoot you deals in your email. It's very simple for them to do because they have access to the MLS. So they have deals that come across, the internet on their database all the time. Okay, they can email that to you consistently, and you can have deals coming into your email every day. Literally every single day. All right. Now, you need to make sure that you find a realtor that knows what they're doing, I suggest, right? Because you don't want to find just any. There's a difference between a retail realtor who knows how to sell houses on the market, right? Who knows how to deal with homeowners and knows how to deal with buyers that want to buy a house. There's a difference between them and then a realtor that does investments, right? An investor realtor. What is the difference? The difference is that a retail realtor, although they have the same knowledge or the same tools as an investor realtor, their mindset is different. They're looking at, how can I sell this for top dollar? I want a nice house, right? Something that's already maybe fixed up. I want to list it and get a commission check. An investor realtor is looking to find the deal for you, so the deal may not look nice. The deal may be an ugly house, or the deal may need some paint, or it may need something. There may be some issues there. Not only that, but they know what type of deals are deals. So they can go online and look at and search certain criteria. They're going to yield them a certain category of deals and houses that are going to be ripe for investment. Additionally, they should be able to know how to analyze numbers in order to tell you this is a deal or not. That's the difference between a retail realtor and an investor realtor. An investor realtor knows how to analyze numbers that are going to yield you a profit or cash flow at the end, where a retail investor may not know about that. They may not know how to value a deal. So get with an investor realtor or a realtor that knows about investments, so that they can run the numbers for you. If they're really good, they'll run the numbers for you. They'll show you this is an investment, this is why it's an investment, this is the area, it's appreciating, it's great for rentals, or it's great for flips. They'll be able to tell you all of that. Okay? So get with a realtor that knows about that. All right? Let me connect my phone's about to die here, so give me 1 second. By the way, I'm giving away $50 today. I don't know if y'all want $50. If y'all want it, stay tuned. If not, then y'all can head out. No big deal. All right. So number 3 is find an investor-friendly real estate agent. Okay, an investor-friendly real estate agent. Number 4. This is where my lender comes in. Get pre-approved with the lender. Doesn't matter how many deals come across your table. If you're not pre-approved, ready to go, you're going to miss out on the deal. Why? Because if it's a deal, and it's really a deal, guess what's going to happen? There's 50 other investors that are looking at the same deal. If you're not pre-approved already, and you don't have your pre-approval letter, and you haven't spoken to a lender by that time, by the time you go to get pre-approved and talk to the lender and you find the deal, that deal is going to be gone. That deal is going to be gone because it's a deal. So you need quickness, speed is imperative. If you're not able to move quickly in real estate investing, you're not going to get the deal. Right? I'm strictly talking about properties that need work, that are possibly on the MLS or being sent to you by someone else. Now, if you find the deal, you may have more. If you find the deal yourself, you may have more time But even at that point, you don't have that much time, because if they want to sell, I'm sure they have other people that they are considering to use, be it a realtor or be it an investor or a family member. They're looking to sell it. They're motivated to sell. So they're going to find anyone to sell it to. If you spend too much time trying to do this and that, and you have to get pre-approved still, I mean, you can kiss that deal goodbye. You can kiss your wealth goodbye. Okay? So get pre-approved. Before you start even really looking at deals, get pre-approved. I find a friendly, investor-friendly realtor before a lender, because you want to at least initiate the relationship with the realtor, right? You want to at least start vetting, okay, this realtor is good, this realtor is not. Okay, I'm going to get on this guy's list. You want to start vetting where your deals are going to come from. You want to start vetting where the leads are going to come from. You need to have a lead source at least. Now, I'm not saying that you should be analyzing those deals or having them run numbers for you. No, I'm simply saying start building relationships with realtors, with wholesalers, right? With other investors, so that you can have the leads start coming in. And then at that point, once you have the leads coming in, you know that you have a reputable lead source. Okay, now all you need to do is get pre-approved, right? And that's where step number 1 and number 2 come into play. Because if you have good credit and you have stable income, additionally you have 40% saved of your income, it should be a no-brainer to get a pre-approval letter from a lender. Super simple. I have lenders that are terrific, that know exactly what to do, that work with me, work with us, with our investments, and really all I have to tell them is, look, this is my boys, I know them, or this is my girl, I know them, pre-approve them, get them ready, I'll vet for them. So at the end of this, I will definitely shoot you my resources, so that way you guys can know it. All right, step number 5. Step number 5 is simple. Make offers on properties. Now that you're pre-approved, now that you have a lead source, you have everything situated, now you need to start making offers. Now it sounds simple. Oh, all I got to do is make offers. You know how many offers it took me to get my first property? I had to make 8 to 10 offers a day, 5 to 6 times a week. I usually took one day. Well, I would count one day where I may have not been doing offers, but I was making offers pretty much every day. 8 to 10 offers a day. Writing up offers, sending them. Writing up offers, sending them. 8 to 10 a day. You know how many properties I had to analyze and look at before I found one deal? A lot. You can probably 3 times that amount. 20, 30 properties daily to get into that one property. The benefit of this for you is that I didn't have a realtor at the beginning. I didn't know an investor-friendly realtor, right? That's why I became an investor-friendly realtor, because I didn't know anyone. Most realtors don't know about that. Most realtors don't have that experience. So I went ahead and became one. But at the beginning, I didn't have that. So I had to run my own numbers. And it took me a long time. But a realtor who knows the game can run numbers very quickly, can tell you what is a deal, what is not a deal, can show you, all right, this is how you do it, this is what needs to be done, this is my suggestion. In fact, a good realtor, a good investor realtor will even provide you their resources. Hey, look, I got a contractor here, he's good, he'll go over there. They'll provide a streamline for you where all you need to do is pretty much say, I'm ready to go, let's do it. That's it. That's it. All right? So that's number 5. Make offers, man. Make offers like it's going out of style. You got to make offers like it's like you think, like, in fact, sometimes you got to make offers where you know you're not going to get it accepted just to make offers. Why? Because, yeah, it may seem off. You know how many lowball offers I've made that I know were not going to get accepted? But you don't know until you try. I mean, closed mouths don't get fed. So you can say, oh man, they're never going to accept it. But if you don't, I mean, what's the cost of you sending an offer in? I mean, what's the worst they're going to tell you is no. Okay, well, at least you know that they're not going to take that. You can either counter, or you can say, you know what, I'm going to move on. But the volume is what's important right here. You need to go for volume. You need to go for volume. Quality is important too, right? You don't want to just, You got to know what you're looking at too. You got to look at the numbers. But volume is more important here because at the end of the day, you're probably going to get maybe 1 or 2% of the offers you're making accepted. Maybe less than 1%. You're looking at around 1%. If you're lucky, 2%. If you're lucky. So volume here is what's important. Okay. Number 5 is make offers on properties. I was making 8 to 10 offers. A good realtor will make probably 5 to 6 offers. Right. I was ambitious. I was hungry, so I was making a lot of offers. All right. So that's why you need to get with the friendly realtor. Number 5, make offers on properties. Number 6, simple, but once you make offers and you get your offer accepted, finally, right, after you make 50, 60 offers on properties, right, you've been doing this for a month or two, you finally get a deal. Finally, yes, they're ready to go. It's a good deal. You got the numbers. The realtor said it was cool. You have your pre-approval letter. You're ready to go. Everything is set. Boom. Okay. The contractor also gave you the numbers too. It's right in the range. It's a 70% deal. You're gonna make 20, 30,000. The numbers and everything is good. What do you do next? Great. Rent out the property for more than the mortgage and expenses. Super simple. Rent out the property for more than the mortgage and expenses. Your realtor should know what the numbers are so that you know exactly how much your mortgage is going to be, how much the rents are in that area are going to be, right? How much your property taxes are, how much your expenses such as vacancies, CapEx, okay? Maybe you have to pay water, maybe you have to pay garbage, maybe you have to pay HOA, all right? You have to set aside money for repairs and maintenance, right? All of these are expenses. And your realtor should know, okay, these are the expenses. These are the income that's coming in every month based on the market and the comps. This is how much your cash flow is going to be at the end of each month. So this is a deal or not. And at that point, you rent it out for that much. The realtor, again, is the one that you should put in charge of that. They're going to go ahead and put it on the market and rent it out. And the rent, before you even buy the property, they should tell you the amount of rent that this property should be demanding at that point. Okay? So a rule of thumb that I use when I go and I view property and I'm looking to purchase it as a rental, I use the 1% rule. Commonly known, and that 1% rule is what? If you buy a property and the property is worth, let's say, 150,000, that property should demand 1% of that, meaning it should demand $1,500 monthly. If it doesn't demand $1,500 monthly, it usually isn't a deal. Okay, so it's just a rule of thumb. It's not tried and true all the way, because a lot of that has to include the expenses, right? So it's just a rule of thumb to use whenever, a very quick rule of thumb to use whenever you see a property. Point being is this: once you have a deal and it's a deal, and you looked at the numbers, the next step is just to rent it out. That's it. Rent it out and collect cash flow. That's simple. That's simple. Okay? Step number 7. What is step number 7? Step number 7 is this: repeat that shit 10 times. That's it. Repeat that shit 10 times. Why 10? Because a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually get a Fannie Mae loan with interest rates as low as 4.5% on secondary homes, and they only allow you to do that 10 times. And I repeat, you can use a Fannie Mae loan, which is one of the lowest interest rate loans, the best terms. Get 10 of those. You're allowed to get 10 of those type of loans where the interest rate is lowest for secondary homes. And you can get very good terms on those types of loans. You can do that 10 times. They allow you to do it 10 times. They don't allow you to do it more than 10 times. They only allow you to do it 10 times. Additionally, multiplying that one plan by 10 will reap you equity in each property to where it will add up to more, at least $1 million. Okay, let me explain. So if you buy one of these homes, let's say you buy one of these homes using this plan, okay, and you hold on to this property, assuming that you hold on to this property, right, and you rent it out, looking at the numbers here, let's run some numbers, hypotheticals, so y'all can see. Let's say I buy a house at 150,000. Okay, I use a conventional loan, right? I use a Fannie Mae conventional loan. I put down 20%. So 150 times 20%, because I'm leveraging 80%, is 31,000. By the way, I'm about to get very technical right here. So if you guys want to take notes or maybe play this back later, you're free to do so. But I'm running a scenario right now. Okay, a case study right now so you guys can see. I buy a property, 150,000, a single family house, 3-bed, 2-bath, right? I put 20% down because it's Fannie Mae. That's $31,500. The interest on that is going to be 4.5%. They are leveraging 80% of that price, right? So the 120, I'm really getting a mortgage on about 120,000, right? Perfect. So hopefully you guys follow me right there. So if that's the case, my mortgage is going to be $608 monthly. If I leverage 120,000 by 360 months, which is 30 years, my mortgage should be 608,000, right? So if we run the numbers, assuming that same house rents out for at least $1,600, and including my expenses such as vacancies, right, property management, and repair and maintenance, they all add up to, let's see here, looking at the repair and maintenance, operating expenses, so I have it here on a spreadsheet. So my expenses monthly add up to $128. $128. So you add that plus 608, right? Of course, plus the taxes you're going to have coming in every month, 608. So my gross operating income minus that, I'm getting $1,472 monthly, right? My cash flow, net cash flow, is $130 monthly and 44 cents. Okay, so I'm already cash flowing $130 and 44 cents monthly. That's after all expenses. Okay, that's not even the best part though. Listen to this. If you guys look at the market right now, what is going on in the market right now? Everybody's trying to buy a house. Why? Because the interest rates are low. Okay. At the same time, if you look at the market right now, what is the biggest problem we're facing? That we don't have enough inventory. Okay, so what does that do to prices? That make them go up, because if there's not enough supply and there's a lot of demand, prices have to go up. Okay, so if that is the case, according to the HAR report, which is Houston Association of Realtors, just within this year, prices have appreciated in Houston at 7%. Okay, so assuming that is the same rate that's going to appreciate in the future, let's put that into the formula. Okay, let's say that houses will continue to appreciate at 7%, right? So we bought our house at 150. Remember that. Okay, in year one, our house, so in year one, so 1 year after we bought it, so really year two, our house will be worth $160,000. Okay, that's 7% interest. Year three of us owning the property, $171,000. Year 4, 183,000. Year 5, 196,000. In 5 years, let's see here. In 5 years, you just made what, $50,000 in 5 years on one house? And that's just appreciation, by the way. That's not including cash flow, which if you look at the cash flow and you look at the rental rates, by the way, an addition, something to add to that is what is going on with rents right now. Have you guys noticed that? If you haven't noticed, in Houston, just in Houston, rents have increased 8% since last year. Okay? So what does that mean? That means that every year rents are going up 8%. At least if they stay consistent with that, which if you look at what's going on in the data, I mean, we have less than 2 months of inventory. Okay? So if we have less than 2 months of inventory, and what do I mean by inventory? Well, months of inventory, they use that to estimate the number of months it will take to deplete the amount of active houses for sale. All right, so that's how we determine how much supply there is. If we have less than 2 months, that means it takes 2 months to deplete all of the active listings on the market. Okay, if you guys weren't aware, in Houston, at least, 6 months supply is considered stable. It's a balanced market. It's not a overly supplied market. It's just a balanced market. Six months. We're at less than 2 months. We're at 1.9 months, meaning that if in half a month or let's say 1 month and a half, there could be no houses for sale. Think about that for a second. There can be no houses for sale. So if you wanted to buy a house right now, and you wanted to, let's say you wanted to go out and buy a house, there's a chance that there will be no houses available for you to buy. That's insane. So if let's assume that you do have a house for sale, or that you did have a house for sale, what do you think is going to happen to that house when you put it on the market and you're the only house in town? Everybody's going to want to buy it. So what is going to happen to the price? It's going to have to go up. All right, and that's what we're experiencing now. All right, so going back to the numbers. In just 5 years, you made almost $10,000 each year on appreciation. So you've already made $50,000 on that one house. Okay. Now let's factor in cash flow. So assuming that rent continues to go up, right? Let's say it goes up. We're going to say it goes up maybe, I don't know. I put in my formula here 0.015%. But let's say it rounds up to 1%. At the end of year 5, you're going to be cash flowing every year $2,119 in year 5. That's not including all of the years you were cash flowing before. Year 1, you were cash flowing $1,500. Year 2, $1,900. Year 3, $2,000. Year 4, $2,073. And year 5, $2,119. Add all of those up, and that rounds up to around $10,000. So now that's $60,000. Okay, what about the tax benefits? Good question. So tax benefits, according to the formula, you have, a lot of people don't know that you actually have a way to reduce your taxes by having property. So I'm not a tax guy. I don't know specifically how you do it, how it's done. I can definitely refer you to my tax guy. But the point is that you have tax incentives to own property. So you can actually depreciate your property, right? Which is a way to just reduce the expenses on the property by using that real estate. So every year, according to the formula, you should be at least reducing about $3,000. Here I have $3,300 for the first one, for the first year, $3,200 for the second one, $32 for the second one again, $3,177 for the fourth one. In total, you're looking at around $10,000 as well. So that's another $10,000. All right, that's one property. In total, more or less, roughly, you've generated $70,000 on one property in 5 years. Okay, that's one property. Multiply that by 10. In 5 years, your worth in equity is $700,000 roughly. $700,000 with 10 properties in 5 years. I mean, look, I don't know any other way to get you to become a millionaire, but using this method can allow you to become a millionaire in 5 years. Now, this is assuming that you do five, right? Because we're not even, it's not even $1 million. I mean, that's only $700,000. Okay, what if you held on to these properties for 10 years? So let's assume you're 30 right now. Let's assume you're 30, right? Like me, I'm 29. Let's assume we use my age, 29. And I buy 10 properties in succession within the next, I don't know, year, right? So I own 10 properties, single family houses, right, in the next couple of months. So if I held on to these properties from age 30 to age 40, you multiply that 700,000 by 2, okay, because you're adding an additional 5 years. So that's 1.4 mil in equity and benefits, okay? 1.4 mil. So you want to learn how to become a millionaire? You want to know how to become a millionaire? Buy 10 properties. Buy 10 properties, rent them out, and just wait. That's simple. Buy 10 properties. I repeat, buy 10 properties, rental properties. Hold them, okay? Hold them between 5 and 10 years. I probably would say 10 to be safe, and just wait. Just wait. And the end of the 10th year, you'll be a multimillionaire. Now, let's say you got a little impatient and you wanted to pull out or cash out in 5 years. Well, you wouldn't be a millionaire, but you'll be very close. You'll be very close. You'll be $700,000 richer than what you would have if you didn't have these properties. All right? So what is the whole point here? The whole point is this. People assume that in order for you to become a millionaire, you have to do something crazy. But they don't tell you that it's super simple to become a millionaire. They don't want you to know. Because if they tell you that you can become financially free by holding on to property, what are you going to do? You're not going to go to work, right? You're not going to become an employee, and you're just going to chill at home and do whatever you want to do. Well, the system was not designed for you to be at home or for you to do what you want to do. The system was designed for you to become a debt slave. It was designed for you to be dependent on that system. Because if you're not dependent on the system, who is going to work the system? Right? That's the point. And so in order for you to be really actually financially free, well, you need to go out of the conventional way. And most people don't tell you what I'm telling you. That's the problem. They want you to think it's hard, because if it's hard, you won't do it. But I'm here to tell you it's not that hard. Now, of course, it's not an easy process, and it's not a short process. You have to actually, put in the time and put in some work. But if you thought that it was difficult and you had to be selected, right? You had to be privileged, and you had to have a golden arc around your head, or have Jesus bless you, in order for you to become a millionaire. That's not true. That's not true. Right? That's what they want you to think. And for you now, this is your opportunity to take control of your life, take control of what you have, and become free. Right? It's up to you to take this information. I know it. I mean, I'm good. I know the information. Right? In fact, most people are going to charge you for this stuff. I'll do it for free because I don't care, because I want everybody to be rich. I want everybody to be wealthy. For me, I would rather provide people with wealth and a way to get to what they want, because the world is going to be a better place if you're wealthy, right? The world is a much better place if there's more people that are wealthy, as opposed to more people that are poor and broke. So, with that being said, that's kind of the whole presentation right there. It wasn't really that crazy, in my opinion. I'm back. I don't know what happened to my thing here. All right, so before I got cut off, I was saying, I'll repeat them that way, and then I'll end it with this. Okay, you want to be a millionaire? Get a stable job. Okay, save 40% of your income and allocate that income to investing, just solely investing. All right. 2, get with a credit company to increase your credit score. All right, get with a credit repair company to increase your credit score. Number 3, find an investor-friendly realtor to locate these deals for you. Number 4, get pre-approved with a lender. Number 5, make offers on properties. I would say at least make 5 offers a day, at least. That's, if you want to really speed it up, I would make more, but I would at least recommend making 5 offers per day, or have your realtor make 5 offers per day. Number 6, once you have the property, rent it out. All right, then make sure that you have the rent more than what the mortgage is and the expenses are. All right, use the 1% rule. 7, repeat this 10 times. Repeat that 10 times. Number 8, just wait. That's it. Just wait. Wait. And in 5 to 10 years, you'll be worth more than what you ever imagined. Your net worth will be much higher than if you would have just stayed working at your 9 to 5. I promise you. It will be much higher than if you just worked and bought stocks. I guarantee you. Okay? So once again, get a stable job. Save 40% of your income. Get with a credit repair company and fix your credit if it's not fixed. At least, you want to have at least 650, at least. In fact, 650 may be too low. I would say maybe 700. 680 to 700. Get with my credit guy if you want to know how to do that. I can definitely refer that. Find an investor-friendly realtor. Okay? Find someone that knows how to deal with investments. Highly recommend you get a realtor instead of just a wholesaler, because they'll show you how to do it and they'll also protect you. Okay? Second, get pre-approved with a lender. All right? Get yourself pre-approved. If you don't have any money to buy the property, then you're not going to buy the property. It don't matter if it's a great deal or not. Get pre-approved with the lender. I have a lender if you guys need that. Number 5, once you have your pre-approval letter, make offers on the property or on properties. At least, I would say make at least 5 offers per day at the minimum. 6, once you have the deal and you've ran the numbers and everything is good and you're ready to close, make sure that you can rent it out for more than the mortgage and the expenses combined. Okay, that's how you're going to get your cash flow. That's how you're going to be able to survive 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 years holding the property. Because if the property is being paid off by the tenant, then you're not having to worry about how much the property is. You can just sit back and just hold on to it. That's it. One thing I didn't include before as to the benefits of holding property is debt pay down. So you have the property, and guess who's paying off your mortgage? Your tenant. That's actually an advantage. Unlike any other asset class, you don't have that advantage. where someone pays your mortgage. Someone's paying down your asset, your loan that you got on the property. They're paying it for you. And additionally, you're making a bit of cash flow on that. So you multiply that $130 by 10, and you're making $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month. You're making $100,000 monthly not doing anything. Where most people would have to go clock in to a job, wake up at a time they don't want to, do something and things that they don't want to do, leave when they don't want to, take vacations when they don't really want to. Maybe they want to take one in March and they can't. You have to be there for a certain time. Doing all this other stuff for $100,000 where all you need to do is buy 10 rental properties and you would be able to make that same money monthly. And you don't have to wake up or do anything you don't want to do. So not only are these properties providing you income monthly, but you're also making money on equity. Every single month or year, you're making $10,000 on just equity. Not including the tax benefits as well. So I mean, it's a no-brainer, man. It's a no-brainer. 7, repeat that 10 times. And 8, wait. All right? The median home price increased 6% this year from 2019 to 2020 in Houston, Texas. In just December, it went up 8.7%. All right, inventory here in Houston is at 1.9%. Months of inventory are estimates that show you how much it would take for active homes to be depleted. A normal market is 6 months. We're at 1.9 months. Simple law of economics. If there's low supply and high demand, prices must go up. So if you have property, highly demanded product, then it must go up. Rents increased by 7.5% from December 2019 to December 2020. Okay? Inflation is at an all-time high. All right, everything is going up because they're printing money like there's no tomorrow. They're printing money like it's going out of fashion. All right, so if that's the case, and food and utilities and gas is going up, what do you think is going to happen to assets and real estate? Okay, these are necessities. People need a place to live. People need a roof over their head to survive. What do you think is going to happen to these products that are necessities? They have to go up. Okay? It's that simple. So if you have 10 properties that are in high demand and you buy them right now and you wait, there's no way you won't become a millionaire. It's that simple. It's that simple. So, it's on you to take action. Again, if you think that this was valuable, comment, let me know. If you need any resources or if you want to know more, let me know. I'm here to help in any way. And I would love to show and help people become wealthy, because at the end of the day, if I'm able to surround myself with millionaires, guess what's going to happen to me? I'm also going to become a millionaire. So it would be well worth it to get people to go up in their net worth. It's a no-brainer for me. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully this brought you value. Hopefully this helps someone. And if there's anything I can do to help, reach out. I'm here to help, okay? Follow me on Instagram, social media, Facebook, everything. Snapchat, all that. All right? That being said, peace. Facebook, y'all still on there? I've been on here for an hour.